Hello and welcome to this short demo. I'm excited to show you of the latest version of CodeSonar, our static analysis tool. The headline new feature is our support for analysing 6 extra languages: Kotlin, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, Rust and Go. They join our existing portfolio of C, C++, C# and Java, bringing our total support now to 10 languages. We expect these to be very appealing to our users who develop applications comprising several languages and would like to use static analysis on all of them, but with a single tool rather than many. As I'm sure many of you know, CodeSonar can be deployed in a range of different environments and can integrate with all sorts of different toolchain tools, but in this announcement I just want to focus on the multi-language support. So here I have a handcrafted code base comprising C, C++, Kotlin, Python and JavaScript, as denoted by these 5 directories that you can see here. So clearly not all of our new languages, but enough to make my multi-language support point, I hope. And here's my script I used to build this code base, which simply navigates into each language subdirectory and runs CodeSonar for each one. Doing it that way was my choice. I could have instead treated this as a single code base and ran CodeSonar just once for the whole lot. Okay, so as you can see, I've previously run the run all script to build and analyze everything. So I'm able to jump straight over to the results. So existing users will be immediately notice a fresh look and feel which we've started to roll out with this release. So as you can see, here are the 5 different code bases that I've analysed here, each in their own CodeSonar project. Let me first drill into the Kotlin results, as that's one of the languages that several of our customers have been looking forwards to us supporting. So again, this should be fairly familiar, listing the various different Kotlin problems that we've discovered here. We can see through the language column that CodeSonar is aware that this is an analysis of Kotlin source files. And as ever, we can pop over to the charts and tables, for example, to see the warnings broken down either by classes or files or significance. I can click the table link here and I can see that I've got all of these different types of Kotlin problem that have been discovered in my code base and the number of warnings for each of those classes. And I can click on my warnings just as we're used to here, going into this large class defect here, and as normal, CodeSonar shows us the relevant snippet of the Kotlin source file here and is highlighting the particular problem that has been identified here with an explanation of why it's an issue, and as ever a link we can click on to jump through to some additional detail explaining this class of problem. And as always, we can triage these issues as we see fit, and in this case I've chosen to mark this one as true positive, as we can see from the history here. So if I go back to my list of problems, let's take a look at some of the Python results. And here again, a whole range of Python issues. Python code has been identified as normal, and I've already reviewed one of the issues. Let's dive into that, take a look. And in this case, we've identified that the post method has been invoked without a timeout parameter, which could lead to a call here which never returns otherwise. And finally, let me take a look at the JavaScript results here. We can see through the link the collection of JavaScript problems which have been found in my code base. And again, I've already picked out one of the issues here, a no unused var problem, and this is indicating that this particular variable which has been declared here is not used later on in this routine. So I hope this quick taster has caught your attention. Multi-language analysis is certainly a great new capability that we're looking forward to our users trying out. If you have any questions or would like to take a closer look, please get in touch with us, and thank you for your time.